gonna be hungry off rip.
Woo! When I tell you that this first episode of Carving Rollie, it was very interesting. Should I say it was entertaining? Yeah, it was entertaining because I was watching it throughout the whole time. I was like, I was really, 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 really into it, okay? But I always loved the plastic surgery TV shows, so yes. So the episode begins with a montage of Rollie's early moments, okay? Like when she was first introduced to us with Real Chance of Love, where she was given the name Rollie Poly Snacks Meals. Her name is Goldie, right? Something like that. Now, I didn't watch Real Chance of Love. You know, I never watched the show. I did watch, oh no, I called it Real Chance of Love. I watched Real Chance of Love on VH1. I never watched One More Chance. Yeah. I think the brother died, right? The other one, Real? Yeah. And then I heard, Chance is bisexual, right? Ain't that why he had Mangina on that show too? Was he from there? Because I saw Mangina was on the Bad vs. Wild episode that I had no desire in watching. I think he was from One More Chance. Anyway, that's besides the point. But, you know, they go through people throughout the show making fun of her, you know, like T saying, hey, it's Fat Albert. And then this girl right here, this shit was funny. She goes, he already know you gonna be hungry off rip. But she then also goes into her early life, okay? So this is Rollie when she was a kid. And this is her mom and her two siblings. Now, Rollie kind of did her mom dirty. She basically said, yeah, my two sisters or brothers, they had their other fathers, so that's two baby daddies. And then she had me. I had my own dad, so that's three baby daddies. And her mom wasn't there because she was too busy running around finding other men. And I'm just like, ooh, not you calling your mama a hoe. But, you know, she basically goes into like how she's been big her whole life, basically since she was 11, and, you know, the stuff she's had to deal with, and, you know, she's learned to embrace it. You know, she's learned to embrace her Rollie persona, and at this point, I think it's good. It's no longer a joke anymore about Rollie because she's getting paid on Zeus. Like, she's like one of the, I'm not saying she's a queen, but she has high rank in Zeus in terms of seniority. You know what I mean? I feel like she's a step below Natalie. So look at her now. And she makes it a point to let us know that she knew that as time was going to go on, the older she got, that it was going to get harder and harder to lose weight. And so this was the route that she wanted to take. And I mean, if that's what you want to take and you have the means and the money to do it, I mean, why not? But I mean, you should take your health into consideration. I just hope she's doing that. You know what I mean? So then we get to the first main scene of Rollie and her business manager going on the way to the doctor's appointment. So on the ride there, Rollie and her are just talking about, you know, what's going on. Apparently the surgery is in Atlanta. Okay, which I thought it was in Vegas because I know Rollie lives there, but I guess it was in Atlanta. That explains why she's hanging around with Sexy Red. You know, the fat queen that doesn't brush his teeth nor wash his ass. That's what Armand Wiggins says, not me. Oh, and I guess while they were driving, a man like exposed himself to Rollie. Yeah, she was like, yeah, we're definitely in Atlanta. And I'm like, oh my God. Have I been to Atlanta? I've been to Atlanta once when I was a kid. But I've never been after that. But people basically say Atlanta is ghetto and dangerous. That's what they say Atlanta is. That has some good parts. I'm just telling you what I heard, okay? I'm just telling you what I heard. Oh, this was before she got her teeth done too. So this was like over a year ago because the teeth's still bad. The chin is still doubled. Yeah, this was a while ago. So then they pull up to the doctor's office and it looks like it's in a literal strip mall. And Zeus is so shady. Why are they having like gas stations in the background? When I was watching this, I was like, girl, Zeus, you are so shady. So she gets to the doctor's office and she talks to her doctor, basically telling us about, you know, how she wants to lose weight, you know, because of getting older, da, 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 da. And the doctor makes a good point. He says that with all this excess fat that we're going to get removed from you, you'll be able to have more higher range of motion, so you'll be able to work out and burn more. And Rollie's like, yeah, because I haven't ran in years. And I said, oh my God. So basically what she is getting today at the doctor's office, she is getting her BBL. So they're going to suck the fat out of her stomach and plump it into her ass, basically. She has other surgeries later, but she's just doing those 2 today. So then Rollie, gets in her surgical garb and they start putting incision points, honey, where to cook the turkey, where to insert the turkey juice. They mark all of it. They say, this gotta go, this section here, this section. I mean, they had to really map it out because it was a lot of size, okay? Ooh, that was her ass before. Ooh. Damn, that is like that's like a wide load. That's just having like a wide ass. There's no plump to it. It's just wide and big. Yeah, she needed that BBL. So then she gets to the operating table and she gets on her stomach and then they start spraying this like lipstick antiseptic all over her ass because she is getting numbed right now. She's getting numbed and they say getting numbed is the most painful part ever. And you could tell it was the oohs and the ahs Rollie was having. Her left side wasn't bad when they were like moving it in the thing to, you know what I mean, for the numbing. But the other side, Rollie's right side, that's the harder side for her. That's where the most pain is. So then they gotta turn Rollie over, honey, to numb the other side. So they start numbing, more oohs and ahs, more sensitive on the right side. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, this girl here, I guess she works for the office or whatever. She is being a really good moral support guide for Rollie, holding her hands, being really cool. I like her. She's cool. So after they're done with the numbing, it's time to get to the actual surgery. It's not invasive. They take the fat out of the stomach through like a little tube like this. See? I think I can show this on YouTube. This is for educational purposes. So yeah, they use that tube and they basically suck out the fat, all that, okay? That fat was coming out. All of that is fat, honey. I mean, they were quickly able to get 2 liters of fat. So 2 of these, honey. So I guess it's 1 for each cheek. Next, they gotta turn Ham Hock over. So there she go lying down there. And they just start pumping the fat in, honey. They just start pumping it in. So after that, she's all done. She's able to stand up, but she cannot sit down on her ass for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Like, that even includes a toilet. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how the fuck you go take a shit? And how the fuck you go wash your ass? Well, when she was on the phone with Natalie, she did say that she had to put on her diaper. So I guess that explains that, that's how she's going to do it. She's going to have to shit on herself for 6 weeks. But what about wiping the ass? I mean, I guess you could have somebody do it for you, right? Or you could do it yourself if you're laying on your stomach. I guess you could wipe your own ass if you're laying on your stomach, right? She goes in this room and gets her blood pressure taken, and they asked her if she has high blood pressure, and we all know the answer to that. And then I guess the owner comes out and greets Rollie. You can tell that she's had plastic surgery, although botched. I don't know what the fuck these lips are. Like, do people really think that look good? Like, I would just get that shit taken out of my face at that point. You know what I mean? So then they got to get Rollie into the car. They had to get a ladder for her, a step stool, okay? And the doctor had to come out to help her get into the car. And she has to lay on her stomach. So off they are in the car, and Rollie just starts reading the comments on social media and starts going off about people talking shit about her. She's like, these broke hoes, broke jobless hoes, they can't do what I do, they so negative, why they gotta critique, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, girl, Rollie, look at you. Like, you do this to people all the time. You call people ugly, you call people fat, you degrade their physical appearance all the fucking time. Girls that are literally 1/4 your size. Girls that are literally double the rating on the scale of 1 to 10 as you, bitch. Like, you a 4 talk calling 8s ugly. But it's just a prime example how people can really dish things out, but they really can't take it. You know what I mean? And that's bitch made for Rollie to do that. I thought you could take it, but you seem really, bothered. You're seeming bothered. Just turn the fucking comments off, bitch. But yeah, so she just basically starts going on a tirade the whole car ride home or to the hotel. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. But I want to know what you guys think. And this is the video the YouTube algorithm thinks you should watch next. I might need to get a BBL next, honey. Well, I just need to get my stomach redone. I got enough ass, honey. Just get the stomach, just liposuction. That's what I need, chill.